In this video, I'm going to explain you about the component diagram. Why do people actually use component? Because it falls under the category of implementation. It actually gives a live overflow of the project that you're doing. Kind of a diagram that models the implementation and the deployment of the system. So it's a very important part of a project if you're doing some. Its components are, it represents a software entity in a system, and the symbols used in it, first of all, it's the dependency. It's used to model the relationship between two components. The notation for a dependency relationship is a dotted arrow pointing from a component to the component it depends on. Now, the scenario of my application, that is the library management system, I'll explain you here. First of all, there's a library management system database which have access to the book. The admin controls it. Now, the transaction has the dependency on the book and to the member as well, because the member can transact any book. Now, the member has a indirect dependency on the database, because if the member is late to pay the book, late to submit the book, he or she has to pay the fine which the admin will issue to it. So then the transaction is indirectly dependent on the member. And then the search component is dependent on the database, because when a user enters the library, if he or she needs to search for something or some book author name, if it's available to issue for him, then he can go to the database and directly search for it. So yeah, and some of the basic necessity as to why this diagram has to be chosen is because in particular it is used to describe the dependencies between various software components, which is a major part for a project to be deployed. And for example, dependency between executable files and the source files. Now, the basic components of this diagram is the component and the dependency. This was all for my explanation. Thank you for watching.